This is ACIM Lesson 61. Hey everyone, let's jump right into this explainer and unpack a seriously transformative idea from A Course in Miracles.
The central lesson for today is this exact statement: I am the light of the world. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Saying that out loud, it can feel a little grandiose, right? Maybe even a bit presumptuous. But stick with me here. We're going to unpack exactly what this means in the context of the source text and why it's actually the complete opposite of arrogance.
Section 1. Ego versus true humility, redefining arrogance.
So, if you felt a little internal friction just hearing the phrase, I am the light of the world, well, the text explains that's just your ego being triggered. The ego looks at a statement like this and sees the absolute epitome of self-glorification. It screams arrogance. It assumes you're making this massive, prideful claim about some identity you just made up. But the truth? The truth is that this has absolutely nothing to do with your worldly characteristics or your self-concept. It's literally just a statement of how God created you.
And that brings us to a really crucial point: how we define humility. See, the ego completely misses the mark here. It mistakes humility for self-debasement, putting yourself down or playing small. But true humility, it actually consists of accepting your role in salvation and taking no other. Think about it, it is absolutely not humility to insist you can't be the light of the world if that's the exact function God assigned to you. Actually, it's sheer arrogance to claim this function isn't for you, because that's just the ego trying to overwrite reality.
Section 2. Accepting your real function, a giant stride in salvation.
Once you can drop that limiting, ego-driven definition of humility, things really start to shift. It's a huge deal. Accepting that you are the light of the world is a beginning step in your real function. It's a giant stride toward taking your rightful place. It's this incredibly positive assertion of your right to be saved, and maybe most importantly, it's an acknowledgement of the power you've been given to actually save others. You're stepping up as a bringer of salvation.
Because of that immense power, the source text calls this lesson the perfect answer to all illusions and temptation. Just let that sink in. When you hold on to this truth, that you are the light of the world, you bring all those false, petty little self-images right to the light of truth. It lets you just let go of those illusions. You can depart in peace, totally unburdened and absolutely certain of your purpose.
Section 3. The Daily Practice Guide, How to Apply Lesson 61.
The text tells us this is the first of a number of giant steps we're going to be taking in the coming weeks, so we really need to build a firm foundation right now. Here's the game plan for your daily practice. First, in the morning, right when you wake up. This ensures you start the day acknowledging the truth. Second, you want to do this throughout the day, literally as often as possible, to reinforce it against the ego's creeping illusions. And finally, at night, right before you go to sleep, you wrap up by reaffirming your one and only purpose here.
Let's break down the exact mechanics of these practice sessions just so you know exactly what to do. Step 1. You tell yourself clearly, I am the light of the world. That is my only function. That is why I am here. Step 2. If you can, just close your eyes to block out any visual distractions. Step 3. Spend a short while thinking about those statements and just let a few related positive thoughts come to you naturally. And Step 4. If your mind starts to wander, which, let's be real, it probably will, don't sweat it. Just gently repeat the idea to yourself to pull your focus right back.
Section 4. Summary and final thought. Building God's plan on you.
This is a massive paradigm shift. It goes way, way beyond the ego's petty, limited views of who you are. So we return to the core statement, I am the light of the world. This isn't just some fake-it-till-you-make-it affirmation. It is simply the absolute truth of your existence. God has literally built His plan for salvation directly upon you recognizing this.
To really lock this in, here's a quick summary of the daily commitment. Frequency, morning, night, and as often as you can throughout the day. And the duration? Just 1 to 2 minutes per session. Now sure, your morning and night sessions can be longer if you're finding them helpful, but overall, this is super manageable. You're completely shifting your mindset in just a minute or 2 at a time.
I want to leave you with a really provocative question to chew on today based on our explainer. If you aren't the light of the world, who is? It's a pretty profound thought to take into your practice today. Hey, if you found this breakdown of the source material helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us bring more of these explainers straight to you. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and enjoy putting this lesson into practice.